Good evening, everybody. I hope you're having a great time and a great day. So today's video is focused on the Gundam Buster high grade from Seed, and no, it wasn't a Seed. That's I don't know why. So this build is pretty old, and when I mean old, I mean both recording is old and the exact the year this build was made is pretty old. Um, and I guess I'll talk about a little bit of Seed and my own personal feelings, but overall, I think this build really good. I do like a lot of the Seed Gundam. Actually, when I was doing this video and I was looking up some stuff, I didn't realize that the Seed Gundams, like, there's probably like 5 in the beginning. You know, and it's funny when I say that because when I was because I actually want to see Gundam early on this year. I finished through Seed and Seed Destiny, and I really do enjoy see it alive. Destiny was a little not my cup of tea. I think it was a little too much in some scenes, and other scenes it was whatever. But yeah, this build, what I can talk about is that because this build I got this back a while ago, and as I said, I originally had this recorded for a long time. It's just kind of too lazy. I kind of felt that the quality of the build and the overall model was pretty nice. In the end, I'll more or less show you as well. Also, if you are wondering why this video is going so fast, I actually had so much recorded on this gunpla that it was actually pretty ridiculous. I didn't actually look at the exact amount of time that I was recording it, and when I actually look back at it, I think it was around like 28 minutes in this section when I'm actually building the actual gunpla. Right now I'm just building the head. I like the head quality. It wasn't too bad. I think if anything, this model should probably get an update, and I think it has gotten an update not too long ago. Or I'm thinking of the Zalka 2 Lunarian type. I probably said that so wrong. This is one. It's another gunpla I want to build too. I haven't gotten a chance to get that yet because every time I do, it's either really expensive, as in like it's a lot. It's costing more than it has to, or I just don't have the money. Right? Because I usually buy gunpla one at a time. Rarely do I buy multiple gunplas, the whole bunch. And also, I forgot to mention when I got this gunpla, the box was really messed up. Like, I don't know what it is with these older like gunpla builds, but like people who have them just keep the box. Like, you know what I mean. Like, you get the box and it's really damaged for some weird reason. I think this one, Lupus Barbados Lupus Rex, and I think one other Gundam I had that came in really messed up. So right here, I think I'm building the torso or the upper body, and then I'm doing, then I'm connecting the torso, the lower body as well. This part, I really like it. It wasn't too bad. And I believe here I'm doing the arms and the legs. Now, usually what I like to do with some of my gunpla builds is, at least when I'm doing these videos, I like to, do a lot of them all at once and make a pile out of them, as you can see right now, right? I like to make a pile of them, right? So I'll do, I'll make a pile for the left legs, I'll do a pile for the right legs, right? I'll do a pile for the right arm, for the left arm, right? And then I'll do a pile for the head, the upper body, lower body, and any other, any other stuff, right? That's how I've always been. Especially when I do with these recordings, for me it helps more. And I think also it just gives me more footage to do. Now in this video, I do have another gunpla video coming right after this one, and I think in terms of overall quality and video quality, I think this was better than the one I did. And if you want to leave a heads up, I did the Gundam Barbados Lupus, right? I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, given that most people can't really pronounce that name particularly right anyway, and based on translation or pronunciation, people will fight over it. But for this build, again, I like the color schemes. I really like, more heavier Gundam. You know what I'm implying? Like the heavy armor from Gundam Wings. I've really always been in love with those, just straight up just slapping, guns everywhere or heavy artillery weapons. And especially in the show, it's I think the Gundam Buster really made it for me a lot of the time, especially the character. If you watch Gundam Seed, you know what I'm implying. But I don't really want to spoil Gundam Seed too much for those who haven't watched it, which you should watch it. It gets a lot of mixed opinions on the show. I like it, but I don't want to really want to talk about Gundam Seed too much or Seed Destiny. I really want to more about talk about the Gunpla itself. I think right here I'm still doing the, I believe the legs. No, it was the arms. It was the arms. Yeah, but for some reason I thought I was doing the legs first and the arms. That usually that doesn't happen at all. And yeah, if you're again wondering why I fast forward a lot of this stuff, it's because it's originally with 28 minutes and not, I believe, I not trim it down, but I fast forward a lot of it to 7 minutes. And I at least wanted to show you the process of building a gun plot rather than just like cutting through. Now, some people what they like to do is they record a bunch and then they just trim a lot of it out or they fast forward. Right now, I'm kind of testing the water, right? What I'm trying to do. Maybe some people will appreciate me building more gunpla, where or while others will maybe want me to just trim a lot of it out. I think it depends. I think it really depends on what people want, and especially since I'm fast forwarding this, like a lot. I think I think it's a good mix. Now I am willing to change it up, and if depending if people want more, high speed recording, or just trim a lot of it out, right? Only you know only do the parts that matter or whatever that get more attention, right? And I just said I did do a video or did a recording of the Lupus, right? Barbados Lupus. I think I am pronouncing it. I think it's either Lupus or Lupus. It's Latin, so no matter what, you're gonna be wrong. Unless you're a clergyman. Lord. But in that video, that recording actually, I didn't do a lot of me building the kid. I don't know what it was. I just wasn't really building it, and I'll explain when we get to it why. When we do that video, right? I'll get into it. Here, I'm still building part of the arm. I feel like in some regard, I should have cut, segments of this more and more. Um, but I think in terms of older kids I built, I think for some weird reason, and maybe I'm wrong, right? Maybe some older kids are a lot more sturdier than newer kids. This wasn't too bad, especially when we're comparing it to the entry grade Strike Impulse. Well, I felt that was stiffer. This one was stiff, but still loose enough where you can at least, still pose with it, right? I felt this was a lot more easier to work with, a lot more. It wasn't tight, right? And then here I'm doing the legs, which is always funny because, like, I think in some Gunpla manual, you do like the legs. Well, not the leg. You do the feet, then you do the legs, right? Or some cases you obviously you do the leg, then you do the feet. But I've seen some where you do the feet, then the leg, and then here now I'm just building it all together, just having fun building it here and there. For some weird reason, I thought this would be a lot smaller. It's actually a lot more bigger and a lot more bulkier. It's not the most bulkiest Gundam I build. I would actually go to the Gundam Unicorn, and and then the Psycho Zaku, right, from Thunderball. I think that's a lot more bulkier than this and a lot more heavier. But that's due to just there being more parts to it, right? Um, I do got the destroyer type, just not the normal type. So I think that's also a difference too. Right? The high grade destroyer type is a lot more bulky. Um, Nice build. I really like it. Finicky though sometimes. And here I'm just building the arm, not the arms. Ooh. I'm recording it late at night, guys. So forgive me for my sins. I'm building just the actual gun busters themselves. Pretty nice. I like it. I feel like I could have done more with it. More with this here. I think I should have done more posing, a lot more just let twirling around. Overall, I think this build was pretty good. I didn't really mind it at all, and I really think I should have done more with the posing. I think I should have done more with other stuff. But I think this build was pretty good. I recommend it. It's a lot older, so later on I may have to do some painting or some rework. But overall, good build. That's all. Have a good one, y'all. Be safe.